It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Well, Charles, September is here. The 2023 season just about to get started. So many storylines to pay attention to. What are you most keeping an eye on as the start of the season moves closer?
Well, partner, I'm glad you asked because we're going to start, obviously, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. That's a huge story. How about Kansas City? Could they win their third title in 5 years? We know some teams are trying to get there. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, San Francisco, all should contend. And how about some of those sleeper teams? I think the Chargers of Pittsburgh in the AFC, Carolina, Detroit in the NFC, it's going to be an exciting season.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Texans football to start quarter 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The throwing again is Stroud. Quick slant to Brown. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stroud. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown with an amazing diving catch. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
They'll start with the option. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where
this has been a hard-fought battle
has
thus
our
far.
EA
Just
Sports
the one touchdown to this point.
Coach,
it's still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stroud.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Stroud. Finding Schultz.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Four seconds to go. This is likely it. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final